Welcome to a video tutorial by Sharper Real Estate. My name is Tim and I want to show you how to find absentee owners. Okay, so the website that we'll be using today is listsource.com, and if you can go to listsource.com on your computer, that would be great. You can follow along with the video. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is go to a different website called City Data, and that's because you're going to be using zip codes. So you can type in city data, it'll bring it up in Google. You can click on citydata.com and you can put whatever city you're going to be working in. Today, for example, I'll use a Columbia, South Carolina, and I'll hit enter. After I enter that into the search, I'll come down and I'll look for the list. So here's a list of zip codes here. You can choose from any one of these, and if you're having trouble finding which zip code to use, they also have a map. So you can also come down to this map and you can zoom in on this, and they'll also help you. You can find what area of the city you want to use. So this is also a good helpful website for you to use. Next, what you want to do, you can copy. I'll be using these two zip codes. I may even use three or four. So I'll take these four zip codes and that'll be my target search. And I'll come here. So the first thing you want to do is you want to come to create your own. After you click on that, there's the first tab is geography. That's the one that you'll be using. And in this tab, there's several different ways that you can search. The way that I use my search is to click on zip code. After I click on zip code, next I want to obviously select my state, which would be South Carolina. Then we want to come here. We can hit, you can right click and hit paste, and it'll put your zip codes that you chose from the City Data website. You can add this. First, make sure you take out all your commas as well. All right, so the add button is here. This is the add button that you want to click. What happens next is if you scroll back up, you'll see where it says create your own. The count is at 30,000 properties, so that's pretty significant. Next, what we would like to do is come over to properties. So we're gonna get into the type of property that we're looking for. There's many different options here. First thing that I do is I come down to bathrooms. I know for a fact that I'm gonna want at least 1 to 2 bathrooms for what I'm looking for. Next, we'll do bedrooms. I know I want either 2 to 3 bedrooms. Yours may be 4, but for the sake of the video, we're doing 2 to 3. And if you look over here, I counted steady going down. It's at 18,000 now. And last market sale date is what I would want to use to find cash buyers or absentee owners. And I will go down to preset selections, or you can modify it here, but I just go click on the last 6 months or last 12 months. I'll do last 12 months for now. Add, and that brings our list count down to 27. Okay, the next thing that we could look for would be property type. So they have townhouses. I would want to do townhouses. Maybe multifamily is if that's my search. If I have some buyers or I have some sellers under contract that have townhouse or multifamily, you could do duplex. You could do triplex. It depends on what you have on the contract. You could also go to apartments if that's what you had. I don't have any apartments. Residential SFR stands for single family residential. Of course, you want to click that. And so far I'll do single family residential, and I also do multifamily, and maybe even townhouse. May have something close to the city that's townhouse. So I'll click add, and that brings our account down to 24. And remember, we're looking for absentee owners, so you don't have to worry about this tab, demographics or foreclosure. Just come right over here to options. Phone numbers, you can do only phone numbers. Owner occupied, we want to go to absentee owner. And I would check both of these, in-state and out-of-state owners. And then trustee owned properties, I click no preference. For corporate owned properties, I exclude those. Just for, if you want to search for those, you can. But I'm mainly trying to deal with owners, people who maybe don't have a LLC, S corps, or C corps. Here next is the address completeness requirements. So I'm looking for mailing address complete. As you see now, we got 5 people that have bought houses in this area within the last 12 months. Now, we could widen our search and add another zip code, but for the sake of the video, I won't do that now. But if you wanted to, it's easy to do. Um, Mailing address and zip code complete, property address complete, both mailing and property address complete. So since I only want to get in touch with the absentee owner, I do not have to have both of these. I only want the mailing address complete, just the mailing information, so I can mail my yellow letter or whatever postcard I want to get out to them to let them know that I have a property that they may be interested in. Okay? The next thing I would like to do is come right here to purchase list. And note that we have 5 absentee owners in those areas. So as it search, it brings up a total price here of 97 cents. So for 97 cents, this is what they sell this list for, and you'll have 5 absentee owners that you can mail out to for those zip codes. Next thing you want to do, and you can click on some of these, like if it was a bigger zip code and it had a lot more houses and you didn't want to purchase the entire list, you could click on this tab, and it says all 5 leads. You can click on only, and if you wanted to, you can maybe put in 3 or maybe only 1. I mean, it's up to you. But when you search in bigger areas, this may be in the hundreds, 200s, 300s, sometimes even thousands. But you could leave this on all 5. I mean, 97 cents is pretty affordable. So just coming down here, this is something like the charge here. These are like the pennies on the dollar that they're actually charging you for each criteria, which is pretty good. So 97 cents for this list. If we were to use a different list, maybe with something like a big city in like California or Texas, then that list would be significantly bigger. But for the sake of this video, I just wanted to show you a simple tool. And I'll also be doing more videos. Next thing you would want to do is click continue to checkout, and they'll give you payment options. And then after you enter the payment options, they'll email you a list, and it'll also be a list here. If not, if you don't want to purchase at this time, you can come here to save criteria. You click save criteria, and it'll save it right to your account that you have with ListSource. So if you have any questions, just enter that into the comment section, or you can email me at info@sharperrealestate.com. And remember to click the subscribe button and also click the like button. I want to say shout out to Team JMA, that's the J Morris Academy. And I want to say shout out to Next Level Investing, Sharper Real Estate. All right, you guys, see you on the next video.